Welcome back to DBL. Let's be honest, there can be a lot of wrong information out there these days, and we want DBL to be a place that you trust. Hi, Sharon. And that you have a place you hear facts, not fear. That's why we bring in our medical expert, Dr. Kohli, to clear up any confusion about the pandemic. I'm not going to brag, but she's an MIT and Harvard medical school grad.
Why do people say that? Why can't you brag about that? That's amazing. I know, but like, it's like, why do you have to be humble all the time?
She deserves this, as well as a board certified in both internal medicine and cardiovascular disease. I'm just proud I could say those words. Welcome, doctor. We're so thankful that you've been with us and continue to be on season 4 of DBL. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get to viewer questions, let's talk about this rally, the President Trump's rally in Nevada this weekend. There were thousands of people inside a warehouse. The state's governor called it reckless. What does science say?
So, Tori, as a physician and as a scientist, I would not be doing my job if I didn't say that this type of a rally with lots of people gathered in an indoor space and not wearing masks increases the risk of spreading the virus. And because some people are going to catch the virus at the rally, some percentage of those people are going to die. And to be honest, it doesn't matter whether it's a political rally or it's a sporting event or it's a civil rights movement. Any kind of a gathering with large numbers of people gathered indoors without masks at a time like this is reckless and irresponsible.
Fair.
All right, our first viewer question comes from Terry. He says that he read that it's possible to get infected with COVID-19 more than once. Does that mean his middle schooler is only really safe at school when there's a vaccine, and do antibodies help?
So, Terry, antibodies do help. In fact, that's how we protect ourselves from reinfection. But what we're learning with this virus is that in some people, the antibodies can start to wane as early as 30 days after infection. And that's why we've seen a few people, very few, have cases of reinfection. So we'll have to wait and see how long the antibodies from the vaccine last once the vaccine becomes available. But we may need booster doses of the vaccine as well. But I have to say, Terry, one way that your middle schooler can keep himself or herself safe is wash your hands, wear your masks, and do the physical distancing, because we know that that works.
That's great.
I taught 7th grade for 5 years. Those are 3 big asks.
I know it is.
Children,
but like you said, maybe reward them with something.
Right.
Reward them with something. Bribe them.
They're like very sticky. Kids are sticky creatures.
Yes.
Our last viewer question was sent in by Molly. She writes, now that flu season is here, how do you know if you need to check yourself into the hospital? I'm usually the type to tough illness out at home, even if I have a fever. Doc, you've told us that you want to almost try and stay at home, right? Unless you have to go to the hospital.
That's right, Tori. So for the large majority of people, Molly, you probably will be able to recover at home, whether you have the flu or whether you have COVID-19. But there are some warning signs that you should watch out for. So severe shortness of breath is a big one. If you're having trouble catching your breath or getting words out, that's a huge one. Really high fever, so anything higher than 103.5, you should probably call your doctor. Inability to eat or drink. So if you're having trouble eating or drinking, or if your family members are noticing that you may be acting different, acting lethargic, or acting confused. Those are all warning signs.
Okay, it's very important to know. And I just want to say, Dr. Kohli's really become one of us.
She's part of our team.
She
and
is.
You know, I'm also a doctor. So like the fact that I let her come on, I think it's big of me.
It's true. That's a lie. Thank you so much, Doctor.
We love you, Doc.